President Donald Trump's choice to end military exercises with South Korea, which some have called a stunning concession, is actually a step in the right direction, according to the executive director of the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons. Beatrice Fichen, who accepted the 2017 Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of ICAN, wrote in Time magazine on Wednesday that the media is framing Trump's decision as giving up something valuable unnecessary, paints the wrong picture of the war games, which Fichen says contain simulated mass murder of innocent civilians. Each year, South Korea and the United States send a message to the North Korean regime by rattling a massive saber, large-scale simulated invasions, conspicuous displays of firepower and combined ground, air and maritime movements, she wrote. The whole thing is designed to leave the North Koreans with no doubt about what would happen in a conflict. They also include simulated nuclear attacks and deploying strategic nuclear bombers that would be used, along with long-range nuclear missiles, to wipe North Korea off the map in the event of any conflict, Fichen continued. By saying he would discontinue this practice, Trump is in effect offering to stop the simulated mass murder of innocent civilians. Plain and simple. Don't let the obfuscatory military language sugarcoat this. When you send a nuclear bomber on a dry run, you are practicing the military tactic of indiscriminately murdering innocent civilians. Fichen traveled to Singapore to advocate for the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, which has been signed by two-thirds of United Nations members. The treaty doesn't tweet, it doesn't change its mind on the plane home, and can't have its ego bruised. It's the only comprehensive, verifiable and irreversible way to achieve meaningful nuclear disarmament. More than that, it is an international solution. It is not enough for North Korea to give up its weapons program. South Korea must denuclearize as well. By basing its security on the potential use of nuclear weapons by the United States on its behalf, South Korea encourages the United States' possession of nuclear weapons. Fichen says that any nuclear weapon, anywhere, possessed by any nation, is an unacceptable threat to all nations, and concludes, the cessation of U.S.-South Korea war games is not a concession, it is not a valuable thing to give up, it is not right. There is no weakness in giving up something that the majority of nations have decided is illegal in the first place. The Koreas must now join them. Politics. The executive director of the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons said President Donald Trump's choice to end military exercises with South Korea is actually a step in the right direction. ICAN, Director, Trump, North Korea, Summit, War Games 417 Wednesday 13 June 2018 9:57 a.m. 20185713 Wednesday 13 June 2018 9:57 a.m. Newsmax Inc.